What's up, dudes? I'm the dude. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Another game here. I think, yeah, we're just exploring. Yeah, going exploring the empty classroom to look for some crayons and stuff to decorate posters. I think that's what happened. Suri and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Suri hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm talking to a kid, taking a kid to the mall or something. Suri finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Suri, what exactly are you doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of a literature. Hehe, me and Monika have it all planned out. Don't you worry. That's so. Yep, we're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Brandon, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's just not about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you see the lines in the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Siri, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm just always being a meanie to her. I'm looking super hard on this, you know? I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast for your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess it means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited! The festival is going to be so much fun. Suri spins herself around the hallway again. Hey Brandon, the classroom is over here. Over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission? What do you mean? It's been a long time since I spent time with Suri like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a very nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Suri brings about a special source of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Suri heads straight into the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Suri pulls out a box of crayons on the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Suri starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the colour names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favourite colour. He's already getting distracted. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack. What the hell is hitting her? Kya! Suri bent over and smacks her forehead. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. She falls on the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow. You okay? My forehead. Suri clutches her forehead. Jeez, Suri. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Suri is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Suri. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Suri slowly releases her hand from her forehead. That's not that bad. Maybe a little bruise, maybe. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. But Brandon, where would I even leave ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing out from the pain, Suri makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Alright, I go to Charles by myself. I pass Yuri on his shoulder and run out into the hallway. I look at the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it would be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just that moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop the crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. So here, I hand Yuri the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. So he opens the cap and starts drinking from it. I was like, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? So places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey Brandon, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like it usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, don't you remember? Come think of it. Maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I would always focus on my games. I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. This is getting deep. Brandon, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time, okay? Chill. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right, Brandon. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest with myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. It wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Zoe has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside. When I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monika, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. We should be okay. It's getting steamy in there. Suri hops to her feet. What did you... She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. She'll be okay. I follow Suri out of the classroom, so he plays with the bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the class. You're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start sharing our poems. I don't want to share my poem, it's terrible. Okay, Suri, your forehead? Oh, she's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and I smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right here. Suri frantically glances around herself. What the? I can understand forgetting a crayon, bit of paper, something, but you forgot everything. We're running back to the classroom, and she just left everything there. Not even a fucking crayon. She didn't bring anything back. Calm down, Siri. See, she may have forgot, but see, I remembered to bring everything. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Brendan. Well, Siri. I failed to come up with an excuse for Siri. I made an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. All the girls' voices I have basically sound the same. I give them all individual voices. I'll just forget which one I gave who, and I don't even know. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I could grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I returned to my seat. Ah, joy. Okay. I'll share with this Sayuri first. Brandon, I really love your poems. Seriously? I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm literally not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday, and this one too. I can't tell if you haven't done this before. You're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way. Not even Nazuki? Well, I guess Nazuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What have we here? What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Cooking? Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We all have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting me into my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You won't understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayuri? I pat Sayuri's head. There, it's okay. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? She kind of acts like one. Maybe. Sayuri starts fiddling with a pencil between her hands. Hey, Brandon, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sorry, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. There. Are you even listening anymore? Oh, whatever. I'll give it to you when I go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sorry hastily bends down to pick up the pieces that she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Slowly clutches the desk between her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Siri. Yeah. I grab Siri's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not that good as yours. Please, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. See, I can never compare, like, I never get to be able to see my own poem, which is annoying, but I can see all of theirs. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each ball in starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper, my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets, hiding in the nooks and the crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. doesn't feel like time's elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. They don't want my bottles that much. I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I can hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That's seriously good. Like, the poetry is unnatural in this game. Like, I'm being thought, like, that is good poetry, like, right there. Like, I wish I could write stuff like that. Like, that's very meaningful. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... damn! I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I say that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly, but maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking way too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you know you should be proud of it. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing like this, magic. You've got plenty of passion about this, huh? I hope you like it, kiddo. Yay! Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. So he's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it into more than a week later. I wonder if this one is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, I've actually seen Mizuki a lot on this. Sure, with Monika next. Hi again, Brandon. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going to be bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. You give my poem to Monika. Alright. That's pretty good. Pretty good? Pretty good? That's actually a fair enough point. It's pretty good, if you know. I wouldn't say it's excellent. You know, I wouldn't have said it's top notch. I wouldn't have said it's top of the fucking board here. Just very good. Just down here. It makes me think of Yuri, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it, isn't it? Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Joy and Mizuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh no, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean for that. No, don't worry about it. I get what you're saying. Alright, anyway, you know my poem? Sure. So hope you're happy too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Silent cuisine tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a violin on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Am I missing something here? I don't quite get what she's saying. Like, this is an endless poem of meaningless. Is the poem meaningless? Like, it's going on with colours and endlessness and then noise. Then load me. I'm not really following this poem. It's good, but I'm kind of lost. It's been more abstract than the last one. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about is the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with a leader or reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. That's interesting now. When something unexpected may happen. Wait, is there even a tip about writing? The save button. What are you even talking about? That's my... Alrighty. Thanks for listening. We'll go with Yuri next. Let's see what you have written for today. Well done, Brandon. The skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. According for you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help you inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. I like her writing notes. It's like very whoosh whoosh. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of my bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting of the knife. The very same light that glistens in the eye of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions into the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You would say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently. My bread's always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. That's actually quite interesting. That is interesting. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express my vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it as a face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way I feel. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more usual hobbies. In those sorts of things, I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes enjoying writing about them. Why don't you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Brandon? Well, yeah, I guess I do. It feels like everyone has a little something like that. The best thing I can do is respect each other and our individualities. Fucking big words are getting me with this game. Even if it's difficult, sometimes makes us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. See, it pays off being a good listener. Finally, Nazuki. Well, it's not really worse. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew? What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Nazuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess you'd be friends with her so long, you might be on the same wavelength, but you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's not like she's dragging you around a dead weight, but that was a little unnecessary. A little rude. Think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she probably would just fly away with, like, letting go of a balloon. You could say we would take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here, Amy likes spiders. I do not. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start talking like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. It's interesting to know about spiders. I don't know if I'm with spider lovers. I just hate everything about spiders. It's interesting. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think I don't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I'll have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with simpler analogy, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree with that the subject of the poem is about an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I want it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people finding out. They might make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy, I think people really need to learn to respect others liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote something about something similar today. Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about these things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Nazuki has trouble finding words. I guess I could try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Joey made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if writing your style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one tomorrow. Look forward to it. Okay everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have some extra planned today, so even if I could come sit at the front of the room, I think we'll leave it there and we'll find out what she has planned next time, because I don't like these to drag on too long. I honestly can't remember how long I've been recording this. Hopefully it's not too long though. Then it is interesting what we've come across, like with there was a series when we went to another classroom, she crashed in and it got a little bit kind of, I don't know, it's like, I can't even think the word, like, you know how I felt it's just, the moment, the feeling is just, you know what I'm saying, like, with what happened with her. The poems are interesting though. I wish I could be able to read my own poem, because I'm just picking words, like random words, but I don't get to see what it makes. But it's interesting to see what their poems, and what she said about saving in the game. It's really making me wonder about what's going to happen here. And most importantly, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to break that like button. And I'll see all you dudes next time. Stay easy, y'all.